Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor of 911truther.org. Today is July 5th, 2024. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters, located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva, is going to stage an attack, bombing, terror event, and/or coup d'état targeting Washington, D.C., and/or the greater national capital region on the date of July 6, 2024. So the date of July 6 marks exactly 1,277 days since the CIA staged the so-called storming of the Capitol back on January 6th of 2021. This was obviously blamed on pro-Trump supporters. Never mind that federal agents Alex Jones and Hal Turner, who instigated said storming, were never arrested. I mention this because basically this first attack, which is like a soft attack, similar to how the World Trade Center was attacked in 1993, and then the big attack came years later. This particular attack on January 6th has laid the groundwork for this impending attack on July 6th, which is going to be apocalyptic in nature. So this is going to be a huge attack on Washington, D.C. And it also marks 42 months since the attack of the storming attack back on January 6th. And 42 is 24, which is the letter X, which is death. So exactly who the CIA will blame this time around for the impending attack on the United States Capitol building, Washington, D.C., and or the greater national capital region is obviously not known. But the numerology suggests that an attack is in fact planned. So firstly, in respect to nation states, this may be a Russian attack, a Chinese attack, an Iranian attack, a Pakistani attack, a Saudi attack, or a North Korean attack. Or the CIA may say that it's Russian-backed Islamic terrorists, which could be Al-Qaeda, ISIS, ISIS-K, Taliban, Hamas, Hezbollah. These could also be backed by Iran. On the domestic side, the CIA may stage an attack and blame MAGA or Trump supporters or QAnon as they did the first time around. They could blame Black Lives Matter or Antifa or Code Pink or the KKK or neo-Nazis or militias. And they may even blame the U.S. military and say that because of the Biden, obviously Biden is not in control, as we evidenced during the debate, of his cognitive functions. So this may be a neocon, Dick Cheney, George W. Bush-backed coup d'etat featuring U.S. Special Forces. It may be executed under the guise of a mutiny, a rebellion, an insurrection, what have you. But make no mistake about it, July 6, 2024, a mass attack targeting the United States Capitol is planned. This is designed to, obviously, if it's a foreign power, it's designed to trigger World War III. If it's a domestic power, it's designed to postpone the election and to declare martial law, deploy the U.S. National Guard. And one of the reasons is that Washington, D.C., right next to the Capitol building, is Twinning Lake. That's with one N, Twinning. Twinning Lake is a VX nerve gas stockpile in Washington, D.C., and so whatever attack is planned, it could also be blamed on anti-abortionists. There's so many different political things that are happening right now. So it could be blamed on anybody. Who the patsies or whoever it's scapegoated onto is obviously not known, but we know why they want to stage this attack, because they want to move the capital of Washington, D.C. to Colorado Springs, Colorado, where there's a NORAD Space Force base there, and they want to evacuate Washington, D.C., and they want to activate this VX nerve gas stockpile at Twinning Lake in Washington, D.C., and it's going to kill millions. And so it's obviously would be very, very ugly. So obviously it cannot be allowed to happen. So I kindly ask that in the event that the CIA does greenlight this particular attack, I kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal military, law enforcement, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Lastly, once Washington, D.C. is attacked and subsequently evacuated, the Israel Defense Forces will invade Washington, and this was executed in a drill called Breaking Dawn. 25,000 Israeli Defense Forces. They're obviously not using them in Israel because they can't find Hamas, so these Israeli soldiers are going to secure Washington, D.C. They're all going to be masks, all black masks, because that would look a little weird having a bunch of Israelis running around Washington, D.C. pretending it's their country, but that's why they would be masked. So whenever you see masked forces, whether they're on the battlefront or terrorism, that's because those are special forces that don't want to show their identity to the cameras, and so they're doing illegal operations. So anyways, just to recap, 1,277 days, and the 77 numerology, this is 2 sevens, this is the 27 club, this is the London bombing on 7/7, and then 42, as I mentioned, is 24 backwards, which is the letter X, which is the international symbol for death. So we know that it's planned. The question is, who will they blame it on? Given the situation, the current situation with Donald J. Trump, it's highly likely, because they're trying to kill two birds with one stone, if you will, it's highly likely that the CIA would stage an attack and then claim that Trump had foreknowledge, similar to the January 6th attack, and they said that Trump didn't do anything to stop the attack, so that is highly likely. There's also the slight possibility that the CIA will stage mass arrests tomorrow of alleged January 6ers for an attack, planning or plotting an attack on the White House or the government or what have you, and then blame Trump for foreknowledge of said plot to try to knock him out of the 2024 election. So anyways, praying for a peaceful day tomorrow. Peace.